Hi, today Wait, is there someone behind me? You don't often see moose roaming freely in Toronto, but in the year 2000, there were hundreds of them all over the city. You see, there's an international art project called Cow Parade that has displayed cow statues in cities around the world over the last few decades. It's also spawned a number of imitations. Moose are iconic Canadians, and so the one in Toronto was called Moose in the City. 326 life-size moose, like this one here, were painted and decorated by artists and then displayed around the city. And when the event finished, they were auctioned off to raise money for charity. Vandalism was a problem. The antlers weren't actually part of the statue, and a lot of them got snapped off pretty quickly. Some vandals spray painted some of the moose, and apparently a few moose even went missing. Since the end of the event, a lot of the moose have disappeared. Many of them moved out of the city. One even went to Bermuda. But some of them have stayed. Why is this one here wearing a school uniform? Because this moose is attending St. Clement's, a private girls' school on St. Clement's Avenue near Yonge. Now, I can't be certain where this one originally was, but there used to be one just at the end of the street up there, so it's probably the same moose.
George Cohan, who was then the head of McDonald's Canada, was in Chicago in 1999 during Cows on Parade, which was their local event in the Cow Parade series. He convinced Mayor Mel Lastman to do this project, so it's only fitting that there's a moose here at the McDonald's head office. His name is World Famous Moose, and if you need some caffeine, there's a giant coffee cup nearby. It's pretty hard to track down the original locations of many of these moose, but this one is easy. It's been here the whole time. Just a couple of kilometers away on Barber Green Road is the studio of Global News. I'm not sure if this moose is standing guard or looking for breaking moose. This is the original location of Prosperity Moose on Dundas Street West. It's probably better known now as Lucky Moose, the name of the food store here. It's just one moose, but apparently it has an entire village. This is apparently one of two moose named Bay Street Moose. He wandered a long way from his natural habitat in the financial district. He's now on Dundas Street West in Etobicoke. And if he ever gets his suit dirty, he's in the right place, on top of a dry cleaning business. Located on the Queensway in Etobicoke, this moose is standing on top of a strip plaza. I hate to say it, but I think he's seen better days. Staying in Etobicoke, we have another moose on a roof, on top of an automotive service center on Scarlett Road. That's an interesting necklace. Is that a hot pepper? Farther south in Etobicoke, on Ripley Avenue, this moose is also on top of a building. It's a cheese boutique. After all, cheese and hot peppers go well together. And this moose has a friend. The Kennedy Road Business Improvement Area sponsors this moose on Kennedy Road just south of the 401. The moose wants nothing more than for you to shop at the nearby businesses. There were originally two moose sponsored by this BIA. A moose called Inception of Multiculturalism was at the south end of the BIA, at Lawrence Avenue, and Northern Joker was just across the street from here, so that's probably who this moose is. Stanley Moose is unusual, not just because he's mounted on the roof of someone's home, but because he still has his antlers. There was a moose called Stanley in what was then called the Air Canada Centre, but I haven't been able to find out definitively if this is the same moose. This moose lives on St. Regis Crescent North, not far from Downsview Park. It's in front of a printing company, and this printing company actually printed a bunch of coffee table books about moose in the city. The moose is decorated differently from how it was a few years ago, and I have to say, I approve of this design.
Florence Moosingale is another moose still in its original location, on Moore Avenue near Bayview. Still outside the very same home health care company that originally sponsored her. And even better, they dress her up in seasonally appropriate outfits, which change several times a year. Well, I hope you found this video amusing. If you did, you know what to do. Please like and subscribe.